Wow, what up, y'all? This your boy DJ Rooster back at it again for some more Rooster Talk. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your boy DJ Rooster. Fun fact. So, did y'all know from the hit TV show Dragon Ball Z, the most iconic move in the game, TV show. Kamehameha. Did you know that Akira Toriyama's wife named that move after a really renowned king of Hawaii named King Kamehameha? So if you're Dragon Ball Z fans and you didn't know it, now you know. Kamehameha is an homage to a great Hawaiian king. So y'all should go look up who King Kamehameha is. It's a very interesting character. Go check out a couple pictures of King Kamehameha. Very interesting guy, you know what I'm saying? All right, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Rooster Talk. I'm your boy DJ Rooster. Wake your ass up, cause the water's never sleep, baby. So today we talking about some sports. We got hockey, WNBA and NBA coming all up. We're gonna have the time stamps so you can maneuver around through the sections. Okay, I'm gonna have my hockey section first, NBA, then WNBA. Man, I'm still so busy. I've been shout out to USA 3-on-3. You know what I'm saying? Michaela Williams, of course, balling. I haven't really had a chance to really go over too much, but I will. Trust me, I'm getting that 3-on-3 for the job. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I've got timestamps, so skip around if you want to see it. So, all right, y'all, let's get to it. All right, and now let's talk some NHL. So, man, these NHL playoffs have been fire. And I'm just an NHL casual. Like I said, I just love competition, man. So, I compete in everything. Like I keep saying, I just love the art of battle. And putting two, opposing forces against each other to sharpen your blades. I just love competition. And hockey is a lot like basketball. Hockey, soccer, and basketball, very similar games, very free-flowing games. But I took a liking to Carolina. I just liked how they operate. But then I learned some shit about Vegas, especially being from New Orleans. The more I learned about Vegas, it's like, man, the Vegas Golden Knights is kind of a lot like the Saints. They even got black and gold because and how they feel about their team right after tragedy. They had the shooting out there in Vegas, and everybody was down. Like morale was lower. It was the lowest time to be. And Vegas, a lot like New Orleans, people outside the city don't really know that this. Well, New Orleans not as much. People know they got locals here, but like in Vegas, people don't even think they got locals and shit over there. Even though a lot of people just think New Orleans is the French Quarter, just like a lot of people think Vegas is just a strip. At one point it was, but now it's a whole city. It's like a legitimate city. They got all kinds of shit to do over there. And the Vegas Knights were the first pro team, and the city rallied around them, kind of like And man, what I'm reading, I was reading a comment on one of the hockey pages, and they were talking about the Vegas Knights, and that's when I switched to my pick. I was gonna pick Carolina to win, but then I switched. I was like, nah, it's a team of destiny. I'm about to, even though they already won a championship, but still, we should have won more. The Saints should have won more. But after Katrina, I'll never forget, man. Never forget Steve Gleason coming blocking that fucking kick. The place erupted. It's fucking go. Who that said go beat them Saints? But you hear that bit from outside to this day. The stadium has never been louder. I think one time when the Saints went to the Super Bowl, after Garrett Hartley kicked that fucking field goal. Oh man, don't get me started. Oh, we live in the glory days, So I'm reading a comment, and he's going through it. Talking about what happened in, I think it was October. There was a shooting in October some time ago, And pretty much what I just told you earlier, the city rallied around the team that came to Vegas, and it's like the first professional team they had, and they have a very special bond with their team. And I was like, man. And after reading that comment, I learned a little bit about Vegas. I had to all right, I got to pick Vegas. They're going to win that bit. And they won game one. Now, they should have lost, and they should have won game two. Okay, and from a non-technical eye, from a casual, but once again, I understand competition, what I'm saying, and pretty much most forums, even if I don't know the specifics. But just watching the game, it's like Vegas controlled the game the entire time from my eyes. Like they were up 2-0 for most of the game. And then Carolina did, they come back, they adjusted, because Carolina is a versatile team. That's one thing. Because I've been following some of the hockey people. Hey, there I go again. If y'all see my last video, how I fuse two thoughts together. I don't finish one thought. I finish it in my brain, but then I go on to the next one before I finish it out here. I was like, I did that thing again, didn't finish it. Put the two thoughts together. But so I watch the hockey psychology. I watch Andy Francis. But the smartest hockey dude on there is like Hot Garbage Sports or something. So his name does not fit. He is the thinking basketball of hockey. That's a good way to put it. It's like Hot Garbage Sports. Name doesn't. He needs to change the name, because it's like it does not. The name doesn't match the shit at all. Like it doesn't match. Because you would think with a name like that, either he would be like a casual fan, or I don't know, just a bit more over the top or something. Because he's very he's thinking basketball. How his delivery style is. He's a lot like thinking basketball, not like monotone, but they're still like business casual. So and he made some jokes and stuff. But he's one of the smartest people I've listened to, bro. And he breaks down hockey in a way that most people don't. There's a lot of great analytical people in the hockey space. You know what I'm saying? See, NBA is so bogged down with casuals. All they do is talk shit and media narratives. They don't actually analyze the game. They can't talk about, what they do in hockey when they talk about the zones and shit like that. They can't break that shit down. It's like a basketball. There needs to be more people like thinking basketball. You know what I'm saying? But we got a whole bunch of casuals just talking dumb shit about the NBA. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. It's so refreshing to see. The main difference I could put, if anybody knows anything about fighting games, it's like the difference between the fighting game community threads and Smash Brothers community threads. So I say there's casuals and all, but it's hard to explain it. I respect Smash Brothers as a great fighting game, but the community is kind of like the NBA community. Casuals, dumb as hell, don't really understand how complex and beautiful the game is. Just like NBA casuals don't understand how beautiful, complex the game is. But in hockey, man, I say a lot of the content creators actually know shit about the game. I guess because it is more niche. Which is like fighting games too, is a bit more niche, so more people know what they're talking about. As opposed to you go see professional FPS, and they saying all the shit from Scrub Quotes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy shit. But hockey has that way more technical coverage of the game, and I've been loving it. So I'm siding with Vegas. Now Carolina, Vegas really could have been up, say 2-0. So I was still kind of flipping on who's going to win this bit, because a win is a win. And Vegas feels as though they should have won this game. So I think they're going to be very confident going into Carolina. But Carolina should feel confident too, because they almost choked the game away, because they shouldn't even gone to overtime. Carolina scored an old goal. The old dude knocked the goal in. I was like, son, am I tripping? Is that something like I haven't seen anybody mention that? You know what I'm saying? They watch. I'm like, son, he scored himself. The nigga scored a goal on his own goalie. He was sliding and his stick pushed forward the thing. Because I don't know. I don't know if they counted or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand hockey so much. But there was another goal I think that didn't count. They called it off, and then they scored again. So I guess Carolina's thinking, if it wasn't for our own mistake, we wouldn't even let them back in. So I'm feeling as though both teams are very confident. Even though, once again, it felt like, from my eyes, Las Vegas was in control the entire time. Even at the end, because I had picked Carolina to win this game, and I was sweating. And I was like, damn, man. And I'm watching it just felt like Carolina was just on edge, especially at the end. It felt like they was never really comfortable. Even when they had a lead at the end, they didn't really feel comfortable for their body language and movements and all that. It's like they escaped. They ain't really like put their fingerprint on it. And so I think it's going to give Vegas some confidence. So I really think Vegas is going to Carolina and win. Now, am I going to pick who? I don't know. I just a toss up, you know what I mean? I have no idea who's going to win this game. Like, none. But I know it's going to be exciting. So like I said, y'all should definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Shout out to both teams playing hard as hell. All right, y'all. We're going to go over to the WNBA section. But before we do, why don't you hit that like button? Subscribe if you like the content. Kiss your loved ones. Drink some water. Do whatever it is you do. Now, WNBA time. All right, y'all. Now, for the WNBA section. All right, I'm only going to go over the Atlanta Fever Dream game for a brief minute. Like I said, it's been a while. It's like they both played already since then. But that was the game everybody circled and we all wanted to see. And it was a bit disappointing, yes. Atlanta Dream, I mean, it was good to the points, but really, Indiana pretty much controlled the game for the most part. Kelsey Mitchell is a monster, you know what I'm saying? She gets buckets. She was a problem. Like, she was a problem. What else? And for some reason, Reisman's shooting threes and shit. Like, son, what you doing? Now, I'm all for players adding three-point shooting to their game. But you don't even got a midi. Like, your offensive scoring is already that trash. So I mean, I guess it's easier for her to learn how to hit down wide open threes since they're gonna guard her like that anyway. So you might as well just learn how to hit an open three instead of learning moves or whatever. She's getting better offensively. She's still not really what she needs to be. Just like Caitlin Clark getting better defensively. She's not what she needs to be. But Caitlin's actually, you know what's crazy? Statistics say Caitlin's one of the better defenders on the team. You know, defense is such an odd thing. Defense is a lot more nuanced than people really understand. Defense is more than just about not letting your person score. Sometimes you can play all the defense you want, technically sound, and then the offensive player is just gonna make the shot. But I don't know, people can't really get that through their heads for whatever reason. That's why I stopped watching Angry Coach, and it was fun. But you know, he just psychologically teaches you bad mental pathways. It's like every time somebody loses is bad coaching. That doesn't make no fucking sense. Every time somebody wins is good coaching. That don't make no fucking sense. And then he's a Wembanyama Glazer. I'm like, come on, dog. Wemby's great. He's gonna be the GOAT, but he ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. So respect, young blood. You gotta get your weight up. You gotta get that 3-point percentage up. Really, that's really what's gonna set Wemby apart. That 3-point percentage. But I got off of it. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about, you know, Angel Reese shooting threes, you know what I'm saying? And you know, there's a lot of other players in the NBA that add the 3-point game to their stuff. But I guess, like I said, if they're just gonna give her open shots, then you might as well just learn how to knock them down. So what else was I gonna say on this one? That lady kept hating on Raven. Oh yeah, the lady announcer, yeah, bitch ass. Kept hating on Raven. If they gonna go far, like, bitch, she a rookie. So what you mean? And the offense just looks better when she's out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's got a ways to go. But she's good. Yeah, this might be the best rookie class of anything ever that has ever existed. Like, son, what the fuck is up with all these rookies balling? Man, so that's enough of that. All right, so y'all know I covered my main NWBA team is Seattle. Oh my God, now it's Dallas. Because Seattle's garbage. Oh my gosh. Watching them play basketball is painful. Coach is trash. Oh my gosh. Well, she's figuring it out, but she gotta do better. All right. Before I get to the general stuff about the Seattle Storm, let's go over the Seattle Mercury game. Natasha Mack, yeah, I didn't know she was number 2 in field goal percentage. Yeah, goddamn. For the Mercury. And the Mercury's coming along. They were garbage, but they're coming along. Seattle looks better, but they still can't finish at the rim. And they don't block out. That's the first thing I wrote on this thing, is they don't fucking block out. And that's coaching. Like, they're an awful rebounding team, especially for how big they are. And that showed up again in the next game today that I just finished. But we'll get to that later. Oh, how you got a team this fucking big you can't rebound? Flaugier, one of the best rebounds on the team at a guard. At the guard position. What are you doing? Like, a lot of these foreign players just aren't fundamentally good. That's why Portland started off fire. But they fizzled out. Trash. Now it cost me a parlay too. Fucking idiots. That makes it alright. BS flower on Fraud in the beginning. Okay. So being a fan of a small market team is so painful. Seattle don't get no foul calls. And they call all the fouls against them. Seattle doesn't get any foul calls, bro. It's wild. Even back when it was calling everything, they wasn't getting no calls. Like, they would be officiating like regular NBA. I mean regular W, like the W. Seattle's trash. And for some reason, Lexi Brown don't play, even though she's the best shooter. I mean, I get it, because there's a lot of stuff in the game of basketball she's not good at. But Lexi Brown needs to play. And then players develop by winning too. You know what I'm saying? They could win games. Like, they already said their objective isn't even to win. It's to develop. But you develop it with bad habits. The rotations have gotten a bit tighter. It's not all loosey-goosey everywhere. Rotations are a bit tighter. But I don't know. I jumped. Wait, no. I was about to start talking about the next game. Oh, let me finish this one. All right, yeah. Good. Yeah, Seattle has some pretty good defensive rotations. I will say that. And especially in the last game, not this one that came up, but in the Mercury game, the defense was really good. So that's good. Hardeman, Seattle. Yeah, Hardeman needs to play more. I mean, I don't get why she doesn't play more minutes. She's not old enough to just disregard her and let the young kids play. Like, the rookies, they'll have plenty of time in the league. They get their play. Some of the players just aren't good and don't need to really be seeing the floor like that. Because that kills confidence too. And like, negative reinforcements is not what you want for like rookie players, bro. You got to win some games. So at least let them know what that feel like. Let them know how proper execution is rewarded. You know, Seattle should be way better. That team, on paper, they have much better talent than what's being shown. But the talent, on paper, once again, they got a bunch of tall people who can't rebound. Fucking weird as shit. Ooh, I've got to stop cussing so much. The algorithm won't push my shit if I cuss so much. But I can't help it. I love cussing. All right. I can't help it. Fair point out. Cut that nonsense out. All right. Oh, yeah. They said something about, the announcer was getting on Flaugier for saying the W is like slower. And then she was like ripping up Flaugier for saying that. And they're not going against her. I'm sorry. All right. Another one of my commenters, too, was like, hey, maybe tone down the hostilities a little bit. Yeah. But they yes, no ifs, ands, or buts. Just that. So yeah, they should play more. The coach is trash. Well, the coach is figuring it out. But so far, she don't look like the right person for the job. But the Mercury are putting it together. Oh yeah, let me finish the Flaugier thing. Yeah, Flaugier said the WNBA is slower because it is. Like, did you know that Flaugier played at LSU where they set the freaking record for points scored and pace? They played at a breakneck speed. So, like, it's not necessarily college in general is faster. To speed like that. Her team literally was the fastest team in WNBA in NCAA history. That LSU team was the best women's team in the history of women's college. Kim Mulkey is such a garbage coach, man. I knew it when she let. letting those coaches go. You can't be married to two wives. Bitch, this ain't marriage, this is basketball. These coaches were here with you throughout the season. You just let them go. Just because you felt some kind of way because they got new jobs. Yeah, we lost like 3 coaches in the middle of going towards the playoffs. Why would you think that's a good idea? LSU should be champions right now. So garbage. Get rid of your coaches in the middle. Why don't you go into the off season? Just because they got a new job, bitch, like they could go there. He has all off season. They got all off season. So, and all Kim Mulkey wanted to do is run fast. It took him forever to play bigs. We're going to go fast. We're going to run fast. He running fucking 4 or 5 guards just running fast. So, of course, yes, LSU, when she was at LSU, is a much faster pace. Seattle, they probably have one of the slowest paces in the league. Seattle, methodical. You know what I'm saying? And then also, there's a lot more chaos in college, too. So there's a chaotic speed that's added as well. So it makes sense. So the lady getting off Flaugier for that was silly. But Heidemann came in again with the James Harden. That's it, the James Harden step back 3. Now look, Heidemann do be doing too much. When she's hot, she had like a little heat check that was unnecessary. But like Heidemann is the one. Heidemann and Melbourne should really be your main 2 guards. You know, and put Flaugier at the 3. And then you can start, 2 of your big people. Like, goes in Malonga. Malonga's been gone for so long, like, god damn. And Awa. But Awa's garbage. Oh my gosh, Awa's so bad. Now, apparently, Flaugier and Awa have some chemistry, they do some pick and rolls together. But that's the thing, is the W is so fixated on oh no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna open up a can of worms. But the W be doing too much to accommodate people instead of just keeping shit real and say, man, the best person win. They're going out of their way to give international players head starts over the players that was already here. FBA's got to deal with that all day. That's just what it is. It's just natural. Like, all these international players are getting head starts. Like, some of these people, they should not be playing. Not all. Like, Awa is not good. Malonga, she's still raw. She's gotten better. But Awa, I can't stand seeing Awa on the dang floor. She's not a good basketball player. And then you can help her come along by not sacrificing the rest of the team. Watch good habits. That's how you help younger players. But Dolson's kind of, I don't even know what the solution is. Because, the Mystics are technically younger than Seattle, but they're not young in the right places. Now, I guess Heidemann is the closest thing to Shakira Austin, because Shakira Austin is like a young player that's like prime and like into her prime, MVP caliber. Shakira Austin is a freaking dog. But we don't really have like a vet like that. So Heidemann is the closest thing, really. Like a vet that's just in that prime of their career. We got some vets that's like old, and we got a huge young player, but we don't have no middle stages. Like Shakira's like a young man. Shakira, hey, watch the Mystics. They coming back. In the Phoenix. Yeah, they did good. Phoenix says they started hitting at the end. We got Horston, another one. That's all our tall players they leave a lot to be desired. They leave much to be desired. Man, all our tall players leave much to be desired. Like, Horston, why is she even on the floor? Every time I see her, she just misses so many easy shots. She don't get rebounds. Horston's just not good. Man, I was wrong about this team. I'm so mad. Excuse you. The team struggles whenever Flaugier come off the floor. Flaugier is definitely one of their better defenders, blockers, rebounders. Seattle, and that's nothing yet. When it comes to free throws, Seattle don't get no foul calls. Like I was saying earlier, they shot 1 free throw. It's way into the 4th quarter. What? God damn! Head to the fourth, they shot one effort free throw. Ain't no fucking way. Oh, even worse. Look, with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game, free throws were 22-3 in favor of the Mercury. Seattle would be a better team if they actually got foul calls. And let's go back in this game with Heidemann, talking about the game that's coming up now. You know, it should have been a shooting foul on it when Courtney Williams wrapped her up in the middle of a shot, and it was like, no, foul on the floor. So what the fuck you talking about? They hate Seattle. Maybe the Seattle owner paid them so they could tank, but there's no point in tanking. They already got a whole bunch of rookies and draft picks. Like tanking, well, you know, they're gonna tank for Juju. Honestly, so I haven't seen Juju, but it's hard for me to believe Juju is gonna be better than Olivia Miles. So like, but and then there's so much talent, then taking doesn't. You can take for Juju all you want, but you're going to sacrifice your future to have one person try to save you because you're sacrificing the development of all these players. Silly. Started the half scoreless. Hours. Yeah, she trash. I don't know how many times have I written down on this thing that I was trash. Awful rebounding team. All right, now let's start with this. Zaya Cook, she's been struggling too. I don't know what's up with her. She started off the season so good, but she's struggling now. Yeah, she was doing good. She had a clutch three, then a bad shot, then a bad turnover. Zaya Cook, I don't know what's going on with Zaya. But for today's game, every game, yeah, no calls. First thing I noticed, I turned on the game at halftime, so. And the score was tied at half. I was like, not tied, it was close, but we did too. I was like, okay, all right, Seattle's keeping up with Minnesota. And then after that, nope, they couldn't score nothing. Rotations were bad, man. They called a high, and right when Seattle was coming back, they had some momentum. They had that foul on Heidemann, which should have been a shooting foul, which would have helped bring the lead under 10. Or at least get it around that, and then. Just like, nope, foul on the floor. Then turn it over, boom, it's over with. Game over. Trash. Flage's being held back by this team, dog. She really can't open up like, son. If Lexi Brown was on the floor more, I think Flage would have a lot more space to operate. And half of her buckets get called back. It's crazy, dog, how bad luck she has. Oh, yeah. Nothing I don't know why the hell she can't rebound. I mean, not she, but Flage is one of the best rebounders. I don't know why this team can't rebound. Everybody's big. You got Dawson, Malanga, and Horston, and now that Hour. And I was so bad at rebounding. Watching Hour play the game of basketball frustrated. Calm down. Watching Owl play the game of basketball frustrates me. But it is what it is. They'll be fine. Oh, quick, let's mention Dallas. Dallas Wings. They're going to be Jessie Shepard should be the MVP, but she's not going to get it because of Paige Becker. So Paige played good. But Paige, and the coach was talking about Paige Becker specifically and not feeding Jessie the ball. Paige thinks she's the star of the team because the media tells her, like, son, Jessie Shepard is the best player on the team. Feed Jessie the effing ball. Right? There's so many possessions where they come down. That's why the game was closer than it should have been. Jessie was not getting fed the ball. But you know, she has no ego. She just lets everybody do their thing. But when crunch time comes, Jessie, you can tell when Jessie's like, okay, I'm done playing with y'all. Let's get to this. So Jessie's become my favorite player in the league, dog. Shakira Austin, Jessica Shepard, like Sophie Cunningham. That speech she gave, she brought the team back. You know what I'm saying? She's a leader. I love me some Sophie Cunningham. And she plays exactly how personality is. Like, she don't give a F, you know what I'm saying, on the basketball court. Like, she does anything it takes. She'll score, she'll rebound, she'll handle. She'll goon if necessary, you know? Like, she'll throw that elbow. That's at the perfect level of gooning, you know what I'm saying? She will do everything that's needed to win, you know what I'm saying? And she really doesn't care. It's just all matter of fact to her. It's part of the thing. Just like when she's on a podcast, when she's talking, whether you like what she says or not, but the fact that she's gonna do what she does without even thinking about it. She's gonna say what she say. She don't give a fuck what you guys feel about it. I love me some Sophie Cunningham. The fact that her play style really reflects that. But man, Sophie Cunningham, Shakira Austin, but Jessie Shepard. She's not even gonna be in the conversation because of Paige. Paige has a higher odds to win MVP than Jessie. Which Paige is good, but Paige ain't clutch. And now Paige is learning to give Shepard the ball in a clutch time because Paige ain't clutch. She will fold under pressure. Even though she'll hit some pretty good shots, but a lot of times she'll turn that bitch over, whatever, trying to do too much. But now she knows she has reliable outlets. Like, son, Jessie Shepard is the star of the team. She is far and away the best player, and she should be in the MVP conversation. Watching Jessie Shepard is like watching Jokic. That's the best way to describe how she plays and all the little things she does. How she's very unassuming, unselfish, quiet, and will take over when necessary. Fire. Portland, y'all trash. I'm gonna root for y'all to lose every single time. I'll say. That's a very interesting team, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. And now it's clear Portland can't hang with athletic teams. Any semblance of athleticism, Portland folds like a lawn chair. Man, they sold me, dog. Portland sold my damn parlay. I was gonna hit, man. That was the last leg too. But once again, I didn't trouble too much because the next day it was very low investment. It was only like a $5 bet, but I hit on everything else. So I would have come out good. Portland, and I should have been watching them more. I'm watching them, and I was like, yeah, the Sparks are just out athletic them dudes. Like, especially, well, not the Sparks. I didn't see as much of that one. The game before when they lost. The game they played before, I think they barely won, but it wasn't it. They just didn't have the athleticism to really handle the team. So we'll see how Portland if they bounce back because they started off pretty good, but I think they're gonna fall now. All right, y'all, you know what time it is. Next break time. Go ahead and get you some water or some juice. All right, now for the NBA section of the video. Hold on, let me get my little NBA notes. My little NBA notes real quick. Now, first things first. I said it in my short. I'll say it again here. We gotta stop overrating two guards because they get buckets and just ignoring everything they do. Casuals in their scoring, rebounding, passing, all that shit don't matter to you, putting other people in different positions. So Jalen Brunson has always been overrated. I know a whole bunch of Knicks fans, whatever. I don't give a, I almost cussed. Jalen Brunson is quite literally as good as CJ McCollum. They're about the same level of skill. And I know a lot of people mad, but it's just the truth. And how many times, this is why I get so frustrated. Because I see this pattern, I'm really good at pattern recognition. So I see these patterns over and over, and people just ignore them. Like I say in a lot of my videos, most people have this snapshot mentality. They'll see somebody performing well. Oh, they were always just good. He was always underrated. And then I was like, no, there was a reason why you felt the way you felt. Like, that shit don't disappear. It's CJ's. Once again, Jalen Brunson is CJ McCollum. The same thing that happens to CJ happens to Jalen Brunson, just on a higher glaze level because it's New York, and New Yorkers very passionate, emotional people, you know. But I mean, I love it. But they don't be thinking when it comes to the freaking sports players. Talking about Jalen Brunson's better than Kyrie. Stop. And then it's just a bad cognitive seed to have in your mind to say, oh, if Jalen Brunson wins this, he'll be better than Kyrie. That's so freaking stupid. You can't use the results to judge the thing. You're putting the cart before the horse. You judge the thing first so that you can generate the result. But people don't know basketball, so they can't look at the game to generate a result. They have to look at the end result. Whether win or not, Finals MVP or not, Jalen Brunson ain't close to Kyrie. He ain't close. He's such an overrated player. Man, he's literally CJ McCollum. If you're watching in my videos about CJ, just take everything I said there, replace CJ with Brunson, and that's it. And they're the same freaking player. Brunson might be a little bit better of a passer, a little bit. But honestly, if you switch CJ and Brunson, the team would be pretty much the same. Because the power of this team is that Cat is the best player on the team. And he's always been the best player. How many times are Knicks fans gonna complain about Brunson chucking them shots before you stop giving this man all these accolades of the greatest, this, best? Everybody says they're better than Brunson until it's time to be better than Brunson. Shut the F up. Stop. He's so overrated. Brunson tried to shoot them out of 2 games now. Just like CJ, So CJ and Brunson the same. So it's the same stuff that casuals do. Oh, when they beat the Knicks and they was glazing CJ, I'm like, son, you almost shot him out the game. He was good for a half. CJ had a good half. And even in the other games, CJ, the only reason the games were close because CJ was chucking those shots. He was getting his points. But the team wasn't running, just like with the Knicks. The Knicks are way more stacked. They got so many good players that could do more. But Brunson is here ball hogging, jacking up shots. As your primary ball handler, having your 2 guard as a primary ball handler is just inefficient. He is so overrated. And I know people are going to get mad. They already are. I bet everybody turned off by now. But it's just true. He's overrated. Don't get mad, because watch this, because this is just true. If you literally just switch Brunson and Alvarado, the team gets automatically better. Because now you have a point guard who doesn't need to take too many shots, but who can when they need to. And now, people forgot how good OG Anunoby was. Like, he sacrificed his career for this ball-hogging dude. OG is a better player overall than Jalen Brunson. He's so overrated. He's the 3rd best player on this team. Son, he's the 3rd best player on this team. OG Anunoby is a better player. Brunson pads his stats because he has the ball in his hands all the time. So he chucks some effing shots. Every single game that the Knicks struggled in is because of Brunson. All of them. It's like, son, I'm losing my mind. It's something. Once again, I shouldn't. Just because what happens is players get underrated, players' money gets messed up, narratives get started. Cat is always under so much scrutiny all the time. With Jalen Brunson, doesn't ever get that bullshit. And Jalen Brunson isn't even half the player Cat is. He's not. Like, rebounding is important. Like I said, he's one of the best rebounders in the league, one of the best shooters in the league. Offense, defense, special team. Cat is far and above better than Jalen Brunson. Once again, Jalen Brunson is the 3rd best player on the team. And whenever they need OG, that's what why can't you recognize the patterns? Whenever Brunson, like in the first game, Brunson went out. And Jose came and stepped up. Jose was a +4 in the first game, +11 in this game. Because he's a point guard. And you need a point guard to get everybody else going. But when Jose was in, everybody else ate. When Brunson's in, Brunson eats. How hard is this to understand? So I keep saying this, I blow in the face, man. All these people glazing Brunson. So much Brunson glaze. Just like so much CJ glaze. I had to listen to this garbage CJ glaze. CJ is not that cold. Brunson is not that cold. Brunson should be taking no more than 15 shots in the game. No more than 15. He should average like 10. He needs to play off the ball more. Let some other players play, dog. Brunson is CJ McCollum. That's the most I can say about that. For me, it's CJ McCollum. And all right, oh, get there. Y'all know how much I can't stand CJ. Not hate. I mean, I don't hate him. I just can't stand him. But there is a difference. Yes, there is a distinction. Yes, I like you very much, and I love you. There's a distinction. All right, what else? Yeah, the refs hating on Cat. The refs ain't hating on Brunson. The refs are hating on Cat. Boy, my Cat was about to go off. He's still going off. That's like Cat's easy MVP. I picked Cat to win MVP before the season. So after this, not before the season, Carl Anthony Towns winning the MVP because he's clearly the best player. There is no metric that you can use that say Cat isn't the best player. Once the Knicks started running the offense through Cat, that's when the team got better, Cat and Jose. Once it gave the reins to Cat and Jose, the team, just put Cat and Jose in, the Sun ain't dominate. And Clarkson didn't really do much this game, you know what I'm saying? But Shamit, you know, he provided some buckets. Let's see, Cat was, 21 points, 8 for 12. Refs, hold on. And you know who the refs, my bad. Brunson is the 4th best player on this team. I forgot about Josh Hart. Josh Hart is like the engine of the team. And the refs made sure he wasn't seeing the court. He was killing the Spurs. First game and this game. Man, they hold me though. I figured he would get more minutes, but he got less because the damn refs kept him in foul trouble. Should just kept him in. They couldn't stop Hart, you know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't. But all right, well I guess that's pretty much all I pretty much had to say on that one. If I have to think of anything else. Oh yes, just one major thing. The Mikal Bridges trade. It goes back to the Brunson snapshot. Oh yeah, it was good all along. It goes back into the snapshot mentality. They see a thing working now and thinks, oh yes, it's always was this good. No. So many people are jumping through hoops to justify the Mikal Bridges trade. Like done. Y'all would have did better last year if you hadn't made that dumbass trade. Mikal Bridges has not been good for this team. For all these years. But he had one good run. You know, and all of a sudden it was worth giving up 4 first-round picks. Now, what he's giving you, someone else could have gave you. Or you could have at least got him for cheaper. It goes to logic because I guess it stresses. Seeing people do stupid shit and having negative logical pathways, it stresses me out because when you see the world, everything is a microcosm of everything else. So how people are in sports is how they are in life. So you see all the stuff happening in life and you're wondering why. Well, it's because people don't pay attention, you know? The same bad negative pathways that they use for sports is how they maneuver their entire life. So if they can't see something as obvious as Cat being the best player on the team, it makes sense why you can't see these people jerking you all around all day, putting the wool in front of your eyes. You're a rat on the freaking hamster wheel. If you can't see something as obvious as Cat being the best player on the team, then you a sheep. Then the people who run the splits are fucking you over. And I had to cuss on that one because it really get the point across. That's why I am as adamant as I am about, you know, increasing the logical pathways of the human species who watch this freaking videos, especially in sports, because sports is easier to get into people's brains since they lower their guard. You can change people's minds so much easier in sports than anything else. But there's numbers and stats and all that, and you can make logical arguments, and then eventually the truth is just overwhelms them. Whereas in life, you could just put your head in the sand a lot. With sports, you can't really do that as much. So, but Mikal Bridges was not. He still wasn't worth what you gave up for him. He did nothing. He almost cost you against Atlanta. So what was? It's that it was good all along or it was bad all along. So nuance exists. But it's just. But Mikal Bridges was still a terrible decision. You could have got him for less. Okay, maybe 3 first-rounders. But think about it. Think about how much. Hold up. I keep forgetting to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. recording. But think about how many players they could have drafted or gotten in all those like 4 years since they made the trade. Imagine justifying giving up 5 first-round picks for your 5th best player. Like, imagine that. Like, you try to sit up here and tell me that I don't give a fuck if he hit, some good shots in this one game. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that 5 first-round picks is worth your 5th best player on the team. You're not gonna convince me of that. So no, I don't care if he's still. But for some reason, it's just New York. In New York, people lose their logic when it comes to New York. New York is just don't have logic when they argue. It doesn't make any sense. But for some reason, the Queen trade is still bad, even though we gave up less for Queen. And Derek Queen is a fucking animal. It's okay, we gave him our first round pick. But people are still on the Queen thing. Yeah, he's good, but we still gotta make fun of the Pelicans. Because, memers. Most people are memers, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there was another one that popped in my head, too. Well, Queen one right now. But there was another one that people are still kind of looking at. Yeah, that was actually a good trade. No, Mikal Bridges was not. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Hope y'all have a great day. Like, follow, subscribe, and all the good things. I'm your boy, DJ Rooster. Wake your ass up. The Wallace never sleeps. You heard me? But y'all follow me on Instagram, DJ Rooster 504. All right, y'all. Be good. Or be good at it.